We're live.
Hey guys, welcome back to Red Knight. This is the episode where everybody dies. Let's jump into it.
Holy shit.
You guys,
That looked great. If you saw
you
it.
guys are coming back on the airship, the Plucked Griffin, at the hands of the Captain Burning Mouth. Recently performing some raids on the farms outside of Pinkwater. You will be pulling up. We'll start off with you guys having pulled up at the bay of Turak Altair. You're safe and sound, and you have just left the captain's ship. Where do you guys want to go?
Are we all together right now?
We're all still together, yeah?
Yeah, you
Okay.
just left the ship.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't we have something promised to us that we gotta go do? Something to do with an airship?
That was like our first
Yeah.
mission that we had to do to like validate us doing missions, right?
Yeah, but at
Something
the
like
end, like, I remember you guys were like, so which two of us are gonna get to fly the airship? And I'm like, I don't need to, and you guys are like... And I
But
was
we
like,
didn't
"No,
have to
seriously, I'm
decide right
good."
then.
Right.
We didn't have to
Right.
decide right then. So we're
So I
going
just-
to go get that right
Okay,
now.
gotcha.
So we just need to
Okay.
talk about that as we walk.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're gonna go see your cousin.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
You go back up some stairs and onto the catwalk and retreat back to the office where your cousin's waiting. He's in the office and he says, "Hi guys, welcome back. How was your trip?"
Pretty good. I'm just gonna walk up to the table.
I heard everything about it, literally all about it, from spies nearby. You guys really put the cold-blooded name into our reptile family. And Vith, killing kids now? Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna look over at my brother and point right at him. It was him, not me.
Aku the kid killer. I'm sorry, the wanted posters just look like a really fucked up crocodile. So yeah, they're hilarious though. If you guys go to Pinkwater at any point, you should really pick one up for me. I'd love one as a souvenir. So you guys did good, and as promised, here's these. He pushes two textbooks across the table at you. They're stacked on top of each other, and
I'm gonna look at him.
they say flight
It's totally
manual.
payback from my
Okay.
campaign.
I know. That's what I was
Fucked up
gathering.
crocodile.
Obviously. Let's see if we're fucked up crocodile. Yeah. You think?
They say
I'm good.
flight manual on the cover.
I'm gonna grab one and see if Jor makes any if he wants one.
Yeah, I'll grab one.
Okay, then I'll look at Aku and we can Rochambeau for it or something.
Okay. He explains. So you got to read the manuals, and then you got to study, and then you got to take the test back here. But the test is free for two of you. So any of you can read the literature, but as far as the skills and certifications go, you've got to do that here. But now you're allowed into the captain's lounge. They all know who you are by name, so it's fine. You can just walk in at any time. You can either go through my office or just walk down the edge of the catwalk to the end, and that's where the pilot's lounge is. And you can find any sort of trips to where you're going and look at their board and postings, or you can come to me for the official jobs list. Sometimes you can get side cash from captains who only want to deal in person. So, do you want to hear from the official list from me, or do you want to just fuck off?
Lists.
Okay. I've got some postings here. The Guild of Education is looking for some books. in a haunted church. The Arts Museum is looking for some stuff off of a shrine. Captain Burningmouth is heading back out to steal a dragon. And the Arts Guild is looking for a painting. And the Justice Guild is looking for some criminals.
I'm gonna grab that last one.
The criminals?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna grab the dragon one.
Okay. The guild, the Justice Guild letter sheet says on it, a bounty of 2,000 gold pieces for the alive capture of Gelder arrows, wanted by the Master Librarian for forfeiture of contract and theft of bag of holding. Whereabouts unknown. He is a tall tiefling male with a goatee.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna grab that note and put it in my backpack.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna show it to Taral.
There's a second posting on the back, so it's a double-sided bounty sheet. On the second side is a bounty of another 2,000 gold for the alive capture of Whistling Doug Bishop, known to frequent the Black Lily Tavern in Bast. Taral, you know about the Black Lily Tavern. You've been there before. In Bast. He looks like a squat humanoid who sells magic items for the Reds for them to be destroyed.
Okay. I'm gonna after I show him that side, I read the other side, so I'm gonna be like, oh, flip it over.
Cool. And Aku, you picked up the dragon one?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Captain Burning Mouth is getting paid by the Guild of Agriculture and Exotic Species to head to a peninsula at the north side of the lake, just south of Bast, and go and get themselves a young red dragon that's posted up in a cave there. They want it alive, though, which is the tricky part. So he wants some strong fighters that aren't just going to die on him, essentially.
Joust dragon.
It is a young red dragon, though. And this isn't the first time this bill has been posted.
Two things. Could you give me the name of the person that we got to live capture again?
Live capture?
Yeah.
You guys are looking for... There's two names.
The
The first one is Gelder Arrows. Or Aloes, sorry.
Okay, and the second one?
Whistling Doug Bishop.
Okay.
I should walk you through because your cousin would tell you. The education guilds, the librarian is offering 3 good horses and a bag of holding. The arts museum is offering 6,000 gold pieces, which is a lot.
Sorry, who was that was doing that?
The arts museum is putting it on, so you'd have to hire your own ship to get there.
Okay,
Oh,
hold on.
okay.
Arts Museum, what did they want?
They're looking for information. There's a turns out that mill you guys crashed
Yeah.
had a secret room underneath it, and that river, or the mill is sliding into the river now, and part of it is flooding. So they want you to copy the inscription off of the shrine in the basement before the whole place floods. But
And
the
was
area
there
is
a
kind of
what?
hot. They didn't say.
Was that
Yeah.
one of the notes that we
I
picked
thought
up?
you said it was like 6,000 or something, and I just wanted to double check before I wrote it down.
I thought that was. Oh yeah, you're right. That was 6,000.
Okay.
But that was one of the notes we did pick up, right?
You can pick up whatever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that one after reading or hearing that. This one might take precedence.
Well, it's definitely timed. If you guys don't take it, somebody will take it. Someone will take it.
But
Sorry, I should stay in there.
maybe it's a little bit too warm right now.
We can handle them.
A wizard is looking for a magic painting. The Arts Guild is putting this one on, and he's offering 15 greater health potions and 5 vials of strong poison, as well as 1 cap of water breathing for the re-retrieval of a painting from a lord's house.
15 potions. How much poison?
15 greater health potions, 5 vials of strong poison, and 1 cap of water breathing.
Okay.
But that one, you also have to find another captain to take you there.
What was the reward for Burning Mouths capturing the dragon?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
You have to talk to Burning Mouth about it.
Okay, and then there was the Guild of Education, the books in the haunted place was just 3 horses and a bag of holding.
Yep.
Okay. Was there anything else? I tried to write it quickly, but...
Nope, that was everything.
Okay. So, I am thinking maybe we go to Bast. I know the area. We could capture this dog bishop that is whistling, and then maybe after that the temperature comes down a bit and we can go back to the mill.
Joust dragon.
Alternatively, there is a dragon. I do not know how we get it alive though.
Dragon.
But maybe killing a criminal would probably be the way to go. Or sorry, capture. Evil doers are no good.
What do you mean? Kill.
I misspoke.
He meant captures.
I don't think so. I don't believe you.
I don't know if you don't believe me or not. Does he have to roll for that?
You could roll insight, and then you have to tell him.
Oh shit.
No, he has no
You
idea.
don't have to tell him. No.
Great way to start the night off.
You can be skeptical, but also unsure. Your cousin would tell you that some of these contracts are exclusive, but the Justice Guild says the warrants are open, so you can take them as you want. The other ones you have to officially sign up for, so they get taken off the list.
Still vote dragon.
Well,
thanks, brothers.
The dragon is just south of Bast, and maybe a good way to keep them safe is to rid them of a problem.
Yes.
Maybe we do that.
So you want to fight a dragon?
I'm a knight.
I just nod.
Knight fights dragon.
Sold. He has the bill and he turns it around and he hands you guys a pen. Who's gonna sign for it?
Signed.
Nice. Okay.
Grab the pen out of my hand.
Aku takes the pen from Viv and signs the ledger at the bottom. So you can go see Captain Burning Mouth, and I'm sure he'll be happy to ship with you again.
Let's go see Tingly Ears.
I'm gonna try to shake my head and see if it jingles.
It doesn't.
I'm just gonna start walking towards him then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
follow.
I'll follow.
Okay. You leave through the door and back onto the catwalk and back out into the ship hangar where all the ships are. You're gonna reapproach the area where Captain Burning Mouth's ship is anchored out, and he's just chilling there. They're unloading cattle right now.
Are they unloading the sheep or the cow?
No, the sheep are already gone. The horses are gone.
No more
Gotcha.
Barbara. I'm so sad.
The Exo walks up and he's got one of the horses, and he said that this wasn't on the list. I was wondering if you guys were interested in these things, because they weren't necessarily on the list, and they can go, missing, right?
If I'm not mistaken, we went there to get the cows and to get the sheeps, and we did. No?
Yeah, and fuck up the mill. And then, so, you guys did that, but then you also stole that horse from the dead kid?
Okay, you confused me because you said a cow, but you're holding on to a horse, so it's very confusing.
Yeah, he's gonna, if you were a lot shorter, I'd pat you on the head.
I will take the horse off of your hands, and I'm just gonna pat him on the head and take.
Yeah, he's gonna smack you.
Yeah, okay. I don't even fight it. I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah, you guys loaded this onto the boat, and we were thinking, well, we don't want it. We could sell it, but you guys were really good to us, and since you're back, I think we're in business again, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. So you guys want to come with us to go fuck up a dragon?
Capture.
Joust.
Definitely capture.
How,
we're gonna load up.
How strict are we on the capture versus the killing of the dragon?
It's absolute. It's being put on by, well, they call themselves the zoo, but it's technically the Agricultural and Exotic Species Guild. They're looking to study it, so they need it alive.
Okay.
So we're gonna load a big fucking cage into the hold, and we're gonna get there, and we're gonna park outside of the cave. We're gonna unload the cage, then we're gonna send you guys in there to knock the fuck out, and then we're gonna just hook a bunch of ropes to it and maybe pull it out with the airship. So we would appreciate it if you didn't kill it, because if you kill it, then we just gotta sell it for parts. And then we probably won't pay you for that. But it's a red dragon. Red dragons are notorious for treasure hoarding. So we'll give you a cut of the treasure upon the live capture.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Can I keep the horse?
The horse?
The horse you are holding on to, can I keep it?
I'm gonna. Why don't you ask an adult, sweetheart?
Horse.
Yeah. He's gonna pass the leads to one of the crocodile men.
I'm gonna grab it real quick.
They both went to grab it. Okay. Vith got it. There was somebody roll history. Jor will remember that you guys took two horses. One of them was a black one and one of them was a Palomino. This is just the Palomino.
Black horse.
Oh, there was the black horse. I don't. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just blends into the cargo bay. Would you be interested in a second horse?
I'm gonna look at Terrell.
If I had my choice, I would definitely take the black one.
Okay. I'll let you keep the black horse too, but I want you to kick me a little bit of something on the side. Somebody's got to bribe me so that I can give you something.
Okay, tell you what, when we get to the Red Dragon Horde, maybe you come in first, take your pick of the litter before we turn over the scene, as it were, and you get your pick. Then we go, oh, hey, look what we found, everybody.
No. We got to do this on the down low, you see, because all the goblins are going to go in there at the same time and tie up the dragon and pull it all out at the same time. The captain will be right there. There's no fucking way he's going to let me do that. I got to do this shit on the down low. So you got to bribe me
Joust
on the
dragon.
side.
Okay, how about this?
Yeah,
and I'm just going to
buddy.
pull out 250 gold coins and kind of palm it over to him.
Why don't you save that for horse food? Huh? Yeah, no. I like gems. Shiny things, you know? Crystals.
I'm going to pull out my jar full of fireflies. There's 75 of them. You said shiny?
I sold all the gems that I had in the pre-log, didn't I?
Did you take any?
I did. I had 2 emeralds and 4 sapphires.
Yeah, you kept those.
Gotcha.
Yeah, anything that you guys snuck out of the horde, and kept for yourselves, yeah, you kept all that.
So I had those in a little baggie. I'm gonna just, as those two are talking nonchalantly, palm that one and just reach out and give the goblin a handshake. With the gems in my hand.
How many? What are you handing him?
I'm just gonna hand them all to him.
Nice. Oh, you guys got yourselves a horse. He
I'm gonna pat him on
screams.
the head.
I ain't Captain Jingles, buddy. He turns around and squelches something in Goblin, and another one of them runs up out of the cargo bay with the black horse. So you guys now have a Palomino and a black horse and a
I'll take the black
mechanical
one.
horse.
Sorry.
Side question.
Mhm.
Would that Palomino even hold one of the lizards?
Oh yeah,
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
it'll only hold one of you though.
Oh, that's what I figured. Okay.
Okay, you can see that they're also loading on a cage, and they're cramming it into the cargo hold. It takes up the entire width of the door as they load it in. It's a huge cage, and it kind of intimidates you and questions the size of the dragon that you're hunting.
Maybe they're just bringing an extra big size. I don't know.
How big are the bars? How wide are they apart?
The bars themselves are 3 inches around, and they're solid.
How far in between each bar?
About
Like,
a
can
foot.
I fit through? Okay.
Yeah, you could fit through.
Oh, I could? Okay.
If you
cool.
turned sideways and squeezed, you could fit through.
Okay.
Yeah, and they look like they've got a finish on them, like you would see on the outside of Forge, like a black tinge to them. Passive insight for any of you that has an intelligence of 14 and over. Not sure.
I do.
And- you know that it's probably a fire-resistant coating.
Cool.
Totally.
All right, you guys got what you need. I've got what I need. Do you need to make any stops before we take off?
I'm gonna point to the bars. Do you have anything like this for our armor?
You want me to go to the smith and get you a whole new suit made out?
No.
Just talking about the coating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's worked right into the bars. You got to go get that made special. We borrowed this cage. This is a lease. So, yeah. I do appreciate you guys coming back, though. I mean, you can eat our food on the way there. But if we got to camp out here for a little while, you guys got enough to hold down the camp?
Yes.
I'm gonna go find the captain.
Okay. He's up on the ship. You can just walk on up.
I'll walk on too.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna give the goblin a pat on the head as I go by.
Fucking guys. Yeah, you guys walk up the gangplank up onto the main deck. You can see the captain there overseeing a couple of his mates. He's yelling at them over some kind of mechanism that inflates the balloon. None of you speak Goblin, so you have no idea what he's saying.
I'm just gonna sit down nearest place that I can sit down.
I'm gonna walk up to him and show him my captain's manual, Captain Jor, and kind of shake my head and point to my ears.
He's gonna look up at you with a big grin, and you can see all of his broken and burnt teeth. And then he pulls out a little dagger, and then he kind of like puts it through one of the holes, and then looks at you like questioningly. Did you just shake your head?
Yeah.
Okay. And he waves it off. You guys are all just chilling on the main deck?
I'm gonna go sit down next to Aku and pull out my tome and just start reading.
Okay.
And rest.
So are you essentially all just gonna wait till the ship takes off?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to
We
get a
can-
long rest out of this.
I'd say it's about a 6-hour flight, but if you stopped on the deck and waited for them to get loaded, you can get a full rest in before you guys get to the cave.
Sick.
Okay,
Doing it.
that works for me.
Okay, so you guys can all chill. You can also you can chill on the upper deck, but it's going to be cold. You can chill in the middle deck with the broken hammock because they haven't fixed it yet. And the cargo bay is full of cage, so
I'll just chill on the upper deck.
Yeah, I have
Yep.
the pelt still, so I'm just gonna stand menacingly.
I have my Yeti for a cloak.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna supervise the guidance of the ship.
you're going to stand next to the captain?
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that.
I'm gonna shake my head ever so often too, and wonder why I don't jingle.
Okay. You guys, we can just journey on, and you're flying, and it's nice, and we're just gonna fast travel to the location. So you guys come up on the edge of a cave, and the guy's gonna park the ship right next to it. I don't think I have a picture for this, so you guys are just gonna have to imagine it.
This is bullshit. I didn't sign up for this.
Full disclosure, I didn't think you guys were gonna pick this mission, so I didn't prepare for it.
You don't have a red dragon either? God!
I know.
Wow.
I'm the worst.
I'm
So-
done. I'm just kidding.
I don't even know what picture to show. I'm just gonna maybe one of these. No. Yeah, here.
Yeah, that's the one.
There's a picture of war. Here.
There you go.
Some war.
Just a little bit of war. Okay, so you guys show up in midday because it was only a 6-hour trip, and you guys came home, had some time to rest. Actually, no. With travel times, it would be coming up on the evening. They're going to park the ship outside of the cave, and the first thing you'll notice about the cave is it's really fucking big. It's right into the side of a hill. There's no mountains nearby. It's just all kind of hills. There's more mountains, but they're farther off to the north. And you're kind of almost on the edge of the lake. You're just slightly off of it. The cave itself is probably about 80 feet tall, and just descends into darkness. It's got uneven ground, but you can see scorch marks kind of leading up and out of it. So the captain's going to pull his ship up, and the goblins are all just going to start chilling, and they're tying the ship to the ground. They look like they're getting ready to camp out. Well, you guys can get to it. It's been nice knowing you. I mean, real good crew to work with. Whoever lives, thank you very much. maybe as an incentive to you. I know I don't seem like the most upstanding guy, and I'm about to prove that, because whoever lives gets more of a cut of the treasure. Right?
Swing my
But yeah,
giant out at him.
you have to complete the mission, though. So anyway, guys, have fun.
I'm gonna start walking and motion to Jor. Let's go.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna mount on Ol and follow.
I'll hop on my brand new black horse and follow.
I'm gonna hop on the Palomino and follow.
As we're riding, I'm gonna look down at Aku. It appears maybe you took a bad choice giving up the horse.
I'm just gonna flick my tongue out at him.
You do that. You are all approaching the edge of the cave. Let's see what happens with your horses. Okay. And so, Tural, give me a dex check. Your
Saving
horse.
throw or just dexterity?
Saving throw, please. Your horse starts to buck. You fall off backwards.
Damn.
Your horse smelled something in the cave and freaked out. The other horses are skittish, but they didn't buck. Even Alto is a little bit skittish.
Ol.
All?
UL.
All? That's it? All?
Yeah, that's
All.
it.
Okay,
It's Knight and Sylvan.
I'm gonna write that down. Because you're a
Okay,
knight.
maybe on second thought, I'm going to take the horse back to the airship.
You haven't gotten far enough. Honestly, you're within like shouting distance of the ship.
I'm just gonna turn the horse back and like guide it back towards the airship. I don't want to risk
Yeah.
losing it.
That's fine. The first mate's gonna walk up and say, "Did you have problems with the big boy horse?"
I'm just gonna snicker.
I was gonna walk away from him.
Okay.
I like
he
Hawk,
takes
but he's
the
being a
reins.
dick right now.
Hawk. Right.
You're welcome.
Thank you. The other two horses are going to continue on. So, Taral, you're at the back of the crowd now, as the rest of the three are entering the cave. It is dark, and the more light of day that you have are leaving behind you, the more the cave grows darker and darker and darker, and it also kind of narrows a little bit. Everyone, give me some perception checks.
I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay.
Is that perception?
Yep.
There you go.
Everybody except Vif, sorry, hears a wind sound that's running through the caves, kind of like a hiss. In one big up and one big down.
Did my horse do anything?
It freaked out a little bit. It just kind of like, hey,
Right
I
then.
don't want to fucking be here, but also just kind of kept going.
'Kay.
Because you were just like, nope. So you go down the cave. You enter a room where there is a bridge made out of stalactites, but the top has been cleaved clean and burnt, like the stone itself was melted into a bridge over top of a chasm. Made out of stalactites that have been kind of welded together through fire, and below you is a huge gap that just descends down into darkness, and off to the left and off to the right. The bridge itself is about 5 feet wide and stretches on and almost out of your point of view.
Hmm.
Which way do we go?
I want to ride across the bridge.
With the horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about down there? And I point.
I'm gonna look.
I'm gonna look as well.
Your horse is brave. Down, you're gonna just look straight down?
I'm looking down.
Looks like a lot of dark.
I'm gonna
More
drop
dark.
the torch that I lit off to the side.
Okay. You see it fall and tumble down into the darkness, and then it hits something and goes out about 200 feet down.
Okay. I'm gonna light another torch now.
I'm going to use the effect on my armor to use daylight on myself.
Nice.
There's the card.
Sweet. Below you...
Maybe you drop your armor now that it is radiating light? No? Okay.
Yes, you create a bright daylight that spans the entire height and breadth of the cavern, as well as most of the way across the bridge. And you can use that light to see what is below 200 feet because the low light eventually carries down there. And in the very far distance, you can see stalagmites on the ground that are interwebbed with a whole bunch of cobwebs and are all very sharp. This looks like it was almost the perfect place to set a trap or to make a blockade point. You can also see... Okay. Under Ul's feet, you can see that the pieces of stone that were welded together are fused in some spots. Like, you know, the way a weld is on something, how it's a consistent bead, but something that's only been tack welded is little individual pieces. There's only parts of it have been stuck together, and the rest of it is just kind of hanging there. So, as you cross... give me a dex save. Actually, I guess the horse needs to give me a dex save. So let's just roll a 20 for that.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Ul's front leg goes through a hole in the bridge, and Ul itself pushes forward, and you're going to need to give me a dex save. Oh, shit. Okay. You, as Ul's leg slips in and he gets wedged into the bridge. His other front leg goes straight out and his back legs are still standing up. You go off sideways and manage to hang onto his head. So you are holding him around the neck, which is basically almost touching the ground. I'm assuming the other guys behind you stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to the two lizards friends. Maybe you guys trust me here and just turn around for a second.
Save all.
Sounds good. I'm gonna
Turn around for a second and take it literally.
Okay, maybe like 2 minutes, you know?
I'm gonna turn around.
Okay. Right after they turn around, I'm gonna pop out the wings, fly over, and pick up Jor.
You're going to pick him up?
I'm going to point it at the horse.
I'm gonna get him safe first, then deal with all.
What's your carry limit?
Jesus. I don't know, but I'm carrying 167 right now.
Mm-hmm. How heavy is Jor?
145.
Plus all your equipment.
93. So, like, 230 something.
Okay. Then maybe I'll just kind of fly underneath him and like kind of give him that like boost up and trying to help him kind of climb. And I'll be like, okay, maybe you just climb now, and I will push from the bottom.
Okay. Jor, how do you want to handle that? Do you want to try and climb back up with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you climb in front of Ul.
Okay.
So give me an acrobatics or roll for what you're doing there.
Just trying to like pull myself up. I guess strength.
Could be a strength or athletics. Yeah. You did good on strength, and you didn't even need the advantage. Tural comes up from underneath / behind you, and pushes you up and steadies you on the bridge. Your horse Ul is still got its leg buried in the hole through the bridge, which has made the rest of the bridge kind of unstable. It looks to you like it's unstable, and now you're kind of like, fuck.
I'm gonna swoop back underneath and try and push the horse's foot back up through the hole that it made.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull his head up.
Okay, let's work together on some rolls then. Both of you are gonna have to give me either strength or athletics for that.
How much time has passed?
A couple of seconds. Well, sorry, he flew up and he climbed up. It was, I'd say about a minute and a half. Terral, you were doing good, but you realize this is a full-blown Warforged horse. This thing probably weighs 800-900 pounds.
Yeah.
So you're giving it all, and the horse is trying to like also kick itself up, so it's moving as you're holding it. It's just a bad scene. How long does your flight last for?
Long time. Let me look.
Okay. So long as it's a long time, we can skip the details. For now. And
Nope, apparently it's 1 minute, so I would have known that, yeah?
yes, you would have known that.
Alright.
Wait a second. You're kind of dumb. Hold on a second.
10 intelligence.
10, yeah.
I would have been told how long my racial lasts, though, growing up where I grew up.
How many times have you used it? You were hiding.
Plenty. Outside of this group, plenty at home.
Okay, that's fine then. If you can justify that, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll put you behind the horse.
Okay,
Maybe you're trying to pull it up.
sure.
Okay.
And at the same time, be like, maybe Lizard Bros, you want to give us a hand?
I'm gonna walk backwards and try
I
to
know
help.
it has not been 2 minutes. You could turn around now, though.
Gonna turn around.
I'm gonna turn around.
I'm gonna hop
Okay.
off the horse too.
Okay, you climb down, and you're approaching the horse whose front left leg is stuck. Did I say left or right?
I don't think you specified.
Pretty sure it was
before.
left. I think it was
Left leg stuck. Stuck in the bridge. How do you guys want to approach this?
I'm just gonna take out some rope.
You do that. You've got 3 50-foot lengths, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
How was the bridge built right now? Since there's a hole in it, does it look really fucked up? And if I stand on it, will I fall?
Let's see.
Because I just want to look at it, because I'm not up on it yet.
Not to be too meta, but remember in the Mines of Moria when they're running away from the Balrog?
Hmm.
Kind of like that.
Okay. I'm gonna try not to get too close. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Cause I'm gonna cave that in if I do.
I'm gonna start tying
Hey.
the rope around Vith's horse.
Can't draw horses, but I'm sketching.
To be specific, around his chest, behind his front legs.
Just draw the schematic for a horse.
And we got you in front. And you up back. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold this steady.
Ignore that. Hit the wrong button. Nice.
Okay, so you guys are all on the bridge. The lizard folk are back here. Aku was pulling out some rope.
Yes, I was tying it onto Vith's horse's chest and behind its front legs.
Okay. You're roping up a horse. I won't make you roll for any of the knots. I'm assuming that you know how to tie a knot.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna slowly walk up behind the other horse and try to tie it in the same area with them two connected.
Okay. Roll animal handling on that one. The horse freaks out when you touch it because it's already panicking and it's thrashing around, and you actually hear an audible crack sound come from below your feet. The horse itself is bucking a little bit, and it's kicking out its back legs, but it can't get any traction because it's still wedged in.
Is this real horse or the mechanical?
This is the mechanical horse.
Okay.
This is all the knight's horse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do it quickly then.
Okay, so you're just gonna swoop the rope underneath it and...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me sleight of hand for that. Way better. Okay, you just throw your hands underneath and do that. But to roll that knot, you are trying to do it from behind a bucking horse. So you're
Not
standing.
the greatest.
It's not the greatest position to be trying to tie a knot in. So because you're in a difficult circumstance, I will make you roll to tie that knot. Please give me another sleight of hand, considering it's a hand action.
Okay.
Okay, you nail it. You were tying ropes together all afternoon yesterday when you were wrangling sheep, so it totally works out for you. You got some ropes tied up.
I'm gonna go back over to Vith's horse, grab its kind of reins, turn it around, and then smack it on the butt.
Okay, roll animal handling. This horse doesn't know you. It's gonna kick you in the chest.
I'm gonna walk over.
It bucks and kicks you when you slap it on the ass, and you take 5 points of damage.
I'm gonna walk over and help my brother.
Okay. You approach your brother and the horse.
I'm just gonna shake my head at Aku. Oh God.
Apparently this horse doesn't like lizards.
You get kicked for 3 damage.
God damn it.
After chastising your brother and now appearing to be a hypocrite. The horse itself, though, is moving around a little bit. It's cantering, though, but now it's just at the extent of the rope itself and is not hauling on it. Taral, you're just standing on the bridge still, and Jor, you're standing in front of your horse. It's freaking out a little bit.
So I just saw both of the lizards get kicked in the chest by a horse. Which
Yeah.
one of them seems a little bit like they got kicked harder?
Oh, sorry. Aku definitely got kicked harder.
Okay, I'm gonna pop a healing light on Aku.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be back 1 second.
Aku gets healed for 6.
Thanks,
Okay.
friend.
Not a problem.
Okay, so,
I'm gonna try one more time.
I'm gonna back up to the other side of the bridge, kind of on Jorah's side. Kind of clear the working space, as it were.
okay.
You want animal handling again?
Yes, please. Sorry, I was reading something.
No worries.
How dare you multitask?
I know. I'm actually really shitty at multitasking.
It's okay,
Sick.
I am too. Nice roll.
Thank you.
Okay, this time you smack the horse and it's just pissed off, so it's just gonna run and haul and pull. But this is a hempen rope. So we're going to go for the fates and see how that goes. Let's roll a D100 and see how well that went. Oh, okay. Not so bad. You're pulling, and before the horse gets too far away, you hear it go taut and start to make that crinkly, crackly sound that rope makes when it's really, really taut and gonna break.
Do I notice where it's starting to break at?
Yep, you can see it clearly midway through.
I'm gonna grab closest to All's side and start pulling on that end.
Nice. Give me a strength check. Okay, you're gripping the rope and trying your best. Does anybody else want to do anything right now? Oh, just a sec for you.
I'm gonna keep trying to lift.
Okay. Give me a strength check too. Okay.
Can I help grab the rope?
Yes, you can. Give me another strength check. Nice. Okay. That's gonna throw advantage onto Vif's first roll. Vif? No. Aku's first roll. So you guys are doing a lot better. And lastly, Chiral. What are you doing?
I'm just chilling, waiting for them to finish up with the horse. Staying out of the way.
The rope breaks. You guys all kind of fall a little bit forward. And Jor, you drop the horse a little bit as it's pulled a little bit back and then dropped forward. Let's see how the bridge does. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. You hear a elaborate crinkling and crackling sound. It's very unsteady ground. Pieces you can hear pieces dropping off the bridge.
I'm gonna move off the bridge.
Oh,
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Mhm.
You guys are off the bridge, Taral.
I've been off.
Okay, you're off the bridge. Jor.
I'm trying to save Vol.
I might have something for this. Hold on. Before you go any further.
Okay.
No, not that one.
I wish this was like halfway through the episode, because then I could do like the pseudo cliffhanger. Are they going to save the horse?
I'm gonna
Can
cast...
they pull themselves together?
I'm gonna cast Bless. And I can choose 3 people, so I'm gonna choose all 3 of them.
Okay. You bless your party mates.
For 1 minute.
You guys feel a glow, a warm, fuzzy feeling. Like that time you got the perfect gift, or someone was really nice to you when they didn't need to be, and you're just like, yeah, I can do things.
I'm gonna run back onto the bridge and try to save Jor.
Okay. How are you approaching that?
I'm literally just running and grabbing him by the arm and pulling him.
Jor, how are you going to handle that?
I'm trying to save all.
I don't think he's going to let go.
Gonna give a jerking motion trying to yank him off then.
Hold on a second. One other thing is going to happen here. And... Oh. Okay. While you're pulling... You're pulling Jor is pulling Ul, and Ul shifts, and you hear a crack sound, and the horse kind of just leans and then stands up on one hoof as its left front leg has broken off and fallen through the hole. It is now standing up on 3 legs, just kind of looking obediently at Ul. You are now standing next to a horse on a 5-foot wide bridge.
I'm gonna remount all and ride forward.
You're gonna climb on him? Please roll a dexterity check.
I'm running back off as I see that happening.
Okay, we're gonna... Oops, that was a D100. He starts to buckle under your weight and tilt forward a little bit as you're climbing onto him. Do you want to follow through with mounting him?
No, I'll just try to lead him across the bridge.
Okay.
I'm just standing on the other side of the bridge like, okay, come on.
Okay, you're across?
Oh yeah, I said that earlier, that I'm on the other side. And then that's where I was hanging out.
Okay.
When I had cleared the area, I didn't want to be in the middle of everybody, so I just kept going.
Okay, the crocodiles are behind you. On the other side, at the beginning side. And now Jor and Ul are across. you guys all would be able to see with the nice bright daylight radiating from Jorah Adam's armor that this bridge is all rickety as fuck. It's not doing well. It does not look intact. The pieces of stalagmite that were partially welded together, there's just big holes like this big kind of patched through it.
While I still have my blessing on you, maybe you make a mad dash to cross?
I'm just gonna look at Vith.
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna use my dash. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. How far is it? How far is the whole bridge?
I'd say about 60, 70 feet.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't want to do this.
It's a lot and it's scary. Alright, so are you following through?
Yeah.
Alright, what would you like to roll for running across a bridge full of holes that might be falling under your feet? I think acrobatics.
Alright. Come on. And then I add a plus, or a
That's only on
1d4?
saving throws.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
So if he's about to tell you you're about to slip and fall and you need to make a dexterity saving throw, that's when you add a d4.
Vif, from your perspective, your brother Aku, your brother looks at you and then just dashes out onto the bridge, makes it about halfway across, and then falls into the same sinkhole that the horse fell into. His leg is in it, and he's fallen partway forward, and his leg is in the hole, and he is now stopped, frozen on the spot, and looking around to see if he's about to die.
I'm just on the other side going, tabernacle!
Aku, what would you like to do?
I still got some rope left, right?
Yeah, you've got lots of rope left. You've got now 2 pieces of 25-foot rope, one of which is tied to a horse. The other half is
70?
tied.
It was 150 before.
Oh,
got
no,
cut in half.
he had
So you-
3 individual pieces of 50.
Oh,
I'm
and
assuming-
one of those got in half. Gotcha.
One of those cut in half.
Gotcha. I'm gonna take out some more rope then, and my grapple hook.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my grappling hook out.
Okay. You pull out your grappling hook, Vith. And you also do Aku. What are you guys
Mhm.
doing?
I'm gonna try to, climb out with it, is what I'm gonna try to do.
Okay. You can just give me a strength check for that.
Okay. But I'm gonna try to go... Which way is it cracking? Can I see?
What's happening is pieces of the stalactites,
Or it's falling?
imagine if they were cut off at the top and then pushed together sideways and then heated together at the top so the rock melted together. So pieces like solid round holes are
Yeah, they're just
falling
going-
as the
okay, that
stalactites
makes
are
sense.
breaking loose. So
The
it's
whole
all full of
stalactite.
holes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just in a hole. Yeah, then I'm just gonna try to climb out.
Okay, you use the grappling hook to pull yourself out of the hole. You're pretty strong. I'm actually just going to let you do that.
Cool.
You didn't roll low enough to break any limbs, so you're just like, fuck. So you're partway across that bridge. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna look back, and then I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. Yeah, you're just
I'm gonna be a little bit, more cautious this time. Maybe
going
not
slower?
just blindly just run. Yeah.
Okay. You give me an acrobatics check while... Aku, you tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna tie that rope onto the end of the grappling hook.
Okay, you do that.
I'm gonna look up. Do I see anything that it could latch onto?
There's some stalactites really high up there. Probably about 60 feet ahead. It's pretty high up.
I'm gonna tie the other piece of rope to it, so that way it's 100 feet long now.
Okay, you have 2 pieces of rope tied to a grappling hook.
Do I see all the way across the bridge?
The daylight's coming from the other side, so there's kind of almost darkness behind you now.
Gotcha. Is the bridge kind of raised up in a certain area, or
Arcs
is it?
across. Midpoint's the highest point.
So it's not raised above the ground on the other end.
Slopes back down.
Gotcha.
but it's so narrow that you can still see your companions on the other side.
I'm just gonna try to throw that hook into one of the stalactites in the ceiling.
Okay. God, what do you even roll for that? Are you just gonna? Are you trying to be tactful or are you trying to be strong?
Tactical.
Okay. Give me a dex check.
Tactical as fuck.
Yeah. If Indiana Jones was a D&D character,
And a lizard.
you are Temple of Dooming the fuck out of this. You just throw it straight up, latch it onto the ceiling, and secure it tightly onto a stalactite. It looks so natural.
I'm gonna slowly try to walk across it, just in case if it falls. Yeah.
Okay. Vith, you cross the rest of the distance across the bridge safely, and now in walking across, I'm gonna give it to you because you nailed that grappling hook throw that you just walk around and you're pulling on the rope as you're going across to keep your weight off of your feet, and you're stepping cautiously, and you cross the bridge. However, your grappling hook is wedged into the ceiling with the rope. You've reached the other end of the bridge with your party mates and a 3-legged horse.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the that rope from him and then tie my grappling hook to it and spike it into the ground, but not too hard.
Okay. So you tied your rope to the end of his rope, and then to your grappling hook?
I just grabbed the rope that he had and tied my grappling hook to it and then spiked it so that it's like just a diagonal line so that I can walk back and pull it out again.
Got it. Okay. You secure his rope into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
For laters.
Okay, you guys see your Palomino horse on the opposite side, just kind of walking around like, guys?
I'm sure there's a Goonies reference there somewhere.
And behind you, you see another section of cave just descending down.
I'll start walking.
Same.
Okay. You all descend further and further into the cave. The tunnel shortens a little bit, but it is still approximately 60 feet high and 60 feet wide, I'll call it. And it's going to open up into a large cavern, very, very large cavern with stalactites on the ceiling and sporadic stalagmites on the ground. Each of them is about 5 feet in diameter and goes up quite tall. There's kind of like random spikes. And at the very end of it, your radiant daylight shines off of 2 bright gems that appear to be suspended at the far end of the cavern.
Maybe we take a 10-minute break, guys, and I'm gonna start casting detect magic as a ritual.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit down.
I'm gonna sit down too.
You guys should give me a perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna do that before I sit down. I'm gonna look around.
Me too, or no?
Let's see. Jor and... okay, so Tural, you were sitting down and performing your ritual.
Yeah.
And Aku, you were kind of hanging out. And the other 2 guys were looking at the gems at the end of the cave. And you see them glow, and they change height a little bit, and then blink out, and then come back into light.
Oh, fuck.
You'd say they're about 30 feet off the ground.
How far away were they?
About 150 feet.
Okay. Can I'm just gonna stay transfixed on that, and then reaction would be if it gets any closer, I want to know.
Okay. Jor, is your daylight armor still totally glowing?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, it lasts for an hour.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Yeah, you guys are plenty lit up. I will let you see the stalagmite formation. There are 4 of them, and they're kind of. I will draw it for you. Even though I don't usually use visuals in my game, I feel like it is important. And for the sake, I'm even going to draw you a little north arrow. Okay, so you guys just came up in there. You guys just came in here, and there are some posts here. This is north. This is where the gems you saw are. It's at the end there.
Alright.
Interesting. Okay. And you're all going to feel a huge gust of wind that was going to blow you all, like, around a whole bunch. Not prone, but holy fuck, there's a lot of wind inside of this cave. And those gems you were looking at just kind of raise up into the height of the cave. And there's a whole bunch of wind being kicked around as the gems start coming down at you pretty hard. And we're going to break our halfway point right there. And we're going to start back after our 5-minute break with you guys rolling initiative.
Yay.
So see y'all in about 5 minutes.
You count slow. We've been live for 2 seconds.
Well, fine. Fuck you. We're opening back up on Tural's character coming out of his concentration spell with a little bit of wisdom that's knocked on the back of his head from his days of being tutored. It tells you that many knights of the kingdom and those uppity red fucks have gone around trying to slay dragons and save princesses because dragons like to steal people as treasure. And knights like to prove themselves by killing them. So many dragons of the world have died out, which means a lot of the magic powers in the world have died out because dragons are so closely tied to the world's magic, and it's kind of sad. And the dragons that are still alive are tough enough to have defended themselves successfully from the people trying to kill them.
Gotcha.
So that's happening. Let's all have you guys roll initiative.
I am gonna roll nature on if I've seen the eyes before.
Do you remember if I burned my inspiration last episode or not?
I think you did.
Gave me from the okay. Because I didn't mark it off. I'll go ahead and mark it off.
I almost gave you inspiration for Barbara, but took it away for Kevin.
Kevin's a cunt, dude.
Man,
What
he's
do you
such a
want?
cunt.
Right?
No, right?
Just taking away inspiration.
Is that a 23 for initiative on you, Bob?
Way to
That's
be a
right.
real Kevin.
I think
Man,
I had the
nobody-
Kevin roll.
No one's getting a jump on you. Let's see.
I saw them eyes, bro.
You did see them eyes, and they just started coming straight at you. This chart doesn't have int for the dragon.
I'm not concerned.
Just joust it, bro.
Which one are you
I'm
looking at?
going to.
I can open up my monster.
I'm
Manual
not.
if it's
No,
to that.
stop it. You're no.
It's not
no,
open.
you're-
I'm just saying I could.
You're a
if you wanted.
character.
I know.
Okay. Oh, hey, he tied you, Bob. I'm gonna give it to you though.
Grr.
So he's gonna go second, followed by. Wow, you guys elsewise rolled pretty low. Troll. Biff. I spelled your name Viff on my page just so I pronounce it right.
It's fine. Whatever's clever.
But I know it's VYTH just for sake of that. And poor Zach goes last. Sorry, Jor.
A knight's always first in the people's hearts.
Clerics are always last in the combat order, so you can heal us.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna start off with Vith. Vith, there is a couple sets of gems that have floated up and away into the air, and you rolled nature, you said?
Yeah, it was 9.
You're too confused by the gust of the wind to attribute this to anything in particular. But it's flying. Something is flying.
Yeah. On that cue, I'm gonna go into a rage with my bonus action. Cause I'm angry.
You got mad. It's fucked up your hair.
Yeah, dude. This beautiful hair.
Croc flow.
And with that, I have my shield out. I'm gonna pull out a javelin, and I'm just gonna aim for the right jewel.
Okay.
From my perspective.
Yeah. Give it a whirl. The shape itself twists, and you can see the gems go canter as it lands in the center of all four columns. It now is inside of the light of cast by Joradam's armor, and you see it risen up to its full height. This is a large red dragon, and its mouth is open. It's clutching something in each of its hands as well, and it appears these things appear to be squirming. Is there anything left on your turn?
Mm. How far away is it, I guess?
The cavern is officially 120 feet across. The dragon's 60 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of like step a couple feet of like forward from my partners and then like stand in front of them. So I guess like a couple feet forward and then a couple feet over.
You square yourself up in front of your allies.
And pull
Okay.
out my shield and battle axe.
The dragon smiles at you all. It's the best description you can kind of give it. Its mouth isn't really formed to smile, but it's baring its teeth and it's pulled it back, but it's not a snarl. You see in front of it, it has hands full of people, and it's going to put them on the ground, and then you see it stretch something out with its hands, and all of the people fall into this hole in front of it. And then it's going to start walking towards you very quickly. It's going to get about 40 feet in. It's going to be about 20 feet in front of you before it's going to try and breathe fire on all of you. So let's see how that goes. It only gets a d20 for that. It breathes fire. Whose AC is lower than 16?
Mine's 16.
So is mine.
He met it, so he beats it. And Jay, yours is really high, right? Sorry, Tural, yours is really high, right?
18.
Okay. You two guys got caught in the fire blast. Literally a fire blast. So it's going to be... I apologize in advance. He does 45 points of fire damage.
I'm fucking out.
You are engulfed in flame. Inhale a whole bunch of smoke involved with that and fall onto the ground. Incapacitated. Oh. And it hit Nick so hard he dropped the call.
Oh, what?
There we go.
He's in and out,
Sorry.
but Bob's gone.
And I'm back.
And he's back. Wow, the dragon blew fire so hard it fucked up the Skype call.
Ow.
Yeah, he hits you for 45 points of damage.
Did I see a coup fall as well?
I don't know, did you?
I'm looking.
Aku, how'd you do after that?
I'm hurting.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're alive though.
Yeah,
Your brother is still alive. He is singed but alive. And Joradam the Knight is burnt.
Okay.
And prone.
Shit.
And burnt.
I assume I didn't full rest since I was captaining the ship over the captain's shoulder.
I'm assuming that you were doing that very leisurely and haphazardly, and that you did get a full rest.
Okay, I have very, very, very minimal HP.
Okay, so you're
Oh,
still
so you're
alive.
Okay, good.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I just looked around, I guess, and I'm just gonna perk up.
Yeah, he's 20 feet in front of you and doing the smiling thing. And that was his move. We're gonna go to Tural. Tural, everyone just got just about burned to death in front of you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go my full distance to the right.
Okay.
Pole arm on back, long sword and shield out, and I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis, level 2, on myself. And then I'm going to burn a second healing light to pop Jor for 3 health.
Okay. You help Jor for 3 points of health.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Okay. Aku.
See, I was standing next to Jor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys caught a lot of fire.
I'm gonna sit there, point at the dragon, sheep, and then use Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay. You do that.
And that took up my
Bonus action.
break. Oh yeah. Okay. Then I'll just use a longbow against it.
Okay. Fire away.
Ooh, baby.
Nice. You shoot the dragon. Good job. Yeah, it sinks into its chest. It did not anticipate that you were going to fight back after nearly burning to death. You hit it square in the chest for 7 points of piercing damage.
Yep. And since it has Hunter's Mark, I get one more d6.
Cool. Add it on. Good job.
And that's my turn.
Okay, we're going to go to Jor, the Crispy Knight.
I'm gonna use polymorph on it and try to turn it into a sheep.
Okay.
So wisdom save.
Wisdom save from the dragon. He doesn't have that high a wisdom because he's a young dragon. So we're going to see how he does there.
Oh
He
yeah.
fails
That's a sheep.
utterly. He fails utterly and is rendered into a sheep. Your terrifying dragon is now 2.5 feet tall.
Is
But
combat
red.
ended?
Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly walk up to the red sheep, confused, because it's red.
I'm gonna burn my last 2 healing lights on Jor for another 9 and blow all 20 lay on hands on Aku.
Okay.
So 20 healing to Aku and 9 to Jor. That's it from
All right.
Paladin, boys.
Just gonna turn over to him and nod.
All right.
I see 2 very well cooked Buffalo Wild Wings nodding at me.
What's Buffalo Wild Wings?
Is a very good delicacy where I am from.
Sounds delicious.
So I guess mission accomplished. Maybe we pick up the sheep and take it back.
Wills it turns back?
I am not familiar with this kind of magic.
I'm looking at Jor, the crispy knight. Deemed.
1 hour.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk over and like stand around it and just like pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up. You were holding the sheep. It's just sitting there like.
Okay, I'm gonna
Everybody give me perception.
yeah.
All right. That one.
Ooh.
Perception.
Okay, you all hear it. From that pit that's not that far away from all of you guys, in the center of all the columns, you hear cries for help.
I'll walk over to the pit and look down.
You are standing on the edge of the pit looking down. You see faces looking up from you. It's a 10-foot pit. It's 10 foot wide by 10 foot long and 10 foot deep. And there are 3 people in there looking up at you. They're wearing tattered brown robes, and they're like, "Oh, thank God, you've come to rescue us."
It is a happy accident. Come on and grab my hand. I'll kind of lean down, belly on the ground, reach my arm down.
Okay. Yeah, one of them just reaches up and tries to pull themselves up on you, and I'm
I'll
assuming you're
pull
just gonna.
him up. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you help all 3 of them up. They're standing next to you and they're crowded around you and they're thanking you. Oh my God, thank you so much.
Whatever you do, do not look at the sheep. Do not poke it. Do not hit it. pretend the sheep does not exist?
I'm sorry, what sheep?
That one over there, and I'm going to point at Vith.
I'm gonna present it very nicely.
You see their eyes go wide, and they all scream and jump back into the hole.
I'm gonna go look back down into the hole bit. I do not understand. It is just a sheep.
You're monsters. You're with the monsters.
I am not a
Leave 'em.
monster.
We're running out of times.
I am a knight, and I don't have to deal with monsters. You
Okay.
can all go to hell.
Feel free to climb out when we are gone. Then should be safe.
We kind of usher Vith along.
Yeah, I'm gonna Can I see the other end where the dragon was? I want to try to find some treasure.
Oh yeah, you can head right over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Not as big of a pile as you thought. It actually looks like he's just kind of carved out a bed on where he was before, but there's a disturbed patch of earth and a little bit of rummaging in it. You can see that he's got a whole bunch of gems, and they've all been buried. Also, give me a perception roll on you digging around in his pile. You would question that this is not a him, this is a her, because you find an egg.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. It's about the size of your head.
Cool.
Do I notice him finding the egg?
Are you with him?
I'm still waiting where we were.
At the beginning of the place, then you wouldn't see it.
Isn't Jor's light still shining though?
Yeah, it's daylight, but if Jor's still at the beginning of the area, then it's daylight all the way up to halfway where the hole is, and then it's low light towards the end. So if he's just digging around, you would just see him kind of hunched over digging around.
Gotcha. Then I'm gonna walk over towards Vith.
Okay, Vith, you just slid that into your bag?
Yep.
Okay. There's also a large pile of gemstones.
I'm gonna turn around because I hear my fat brother walking up. Gems.
Do I hear him say gems?
Yeah, I was
And
yelling that.
He just pulls up a couple of fistfuls of them.
Grab a bunch of them. Maybe we could use it for payment.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how much do they weigh? Like 2 handfuls.
Oh, they're very light. Gemstones are quite light.
Okay, I'm just gonna start like putting them in.
Just loading them into your bag?
Yeah.
Throwing them back there?
Just
Might as
rage
well.
looting.
I'm still in a rage.
Yeah, you can be rage looting and just start throwing them into your backpack. You are gonna run out of space though.
Yeah,
How-
I'm gonna go just up until that.
How far away am I from him now?
Oh, you can walk straight up to him. You see him
Okay.
rage looting and just piling until his bag is just bursting full and they're falling out,
Gotcha.
and it's ridiculous.
Grab
Keep the
some.
sheep down.
What'd you do with the sheep?
I was gonna hold it with one hand, I guess.
Oh, okay, you can put it down and pick it back up.
Yeah,
It's still
that's fine.
passive sheep.
Okay.
Taral, you see the guys in the pit because you're just still standing there.
Yeah, I'm still
it-
leaning there on purpose.
The guys in the pit are now starting to stand on each other's shoulders, but they look like severely malnourished, and they're like all rickety and shaky and curmudgeon-y, but like trying to order each other around to stand on top of each other. 2 of them don't speak. They appear to be partially burned, but the third one that was lipping you off is trying to order them around and climb over top of them to get out.
Okay, so where is Jor currently? Is he still 60 feet back?
I think so. Jor, where are you?
Yeah, I stood at the entrance.
Okay.
He stayed
So what
there.
I'll do is I'll take my helmet off, set it down next to me, look at the 3 guys, and be like, "Look, I am not a monster. I'm pretty sure you can see that. If you just come here, I will heal your wounds, give you some food."
Your eyes are silver, and that's devil's magic.
Quite the opposite. It is celestial.
Prove it.
My father was an angel.
Yeah, And my mother's the queen.
Okay, take my hand, and I'll take up my gauntlet
I
off
ain't
as well
touching
and
you.
hold out my hand.
You Nope, he doesn't want anything to do with it. He's trying to climb up with the ledge, and he's like, no.
I'm gonna try and persuade him. I'll be like, look, I had a really long life of learning up until this point. I am new to this land, and I came here looking to help. I am just trying to help any people I can, as long as they are not
He's up
evil.
over the edge now. He's standing next to you.
Yeah.
Roll persuasion. He's gonna try and punch you.
Okay.
He
Doesn't work.
punches you in the breastplate. And it just goes bang, and you see his hand go, like, it makes a kind of a sickening crunch.
I'm just gonna grab his hand
Okay.
and cast Cure Wounds, level 1.
Aw. You some kind of priest too? Angel man?
I am a paladin of Ilmater.
Do I hear
I'm a
any of this
paladin.
going on?
You're over with your brother counting gems. You hear, if you could want to, you can look at them, but you can't hear what they're saying. They're 60 feet off, and they're just kind of shouting at each other a little bit. Well, one guy's shouting, the other guy
I'm
has a
talking
bunch of
quietly.
patience. Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know what kind of paladin you are, but I am a paladin, and I am not a priest, as you call. But
I'm an acolyte. I don't know any of the magics yet. None of the sacred magics yet.
What god do you follow?
Altair.
Do I know the god?
Nope. Never heard of him.
Okay.
You're not even sure if it's a real god.
Can I insight check it?
Yep.
Alright. I'm
Sounds
rolling
real
like
enough.
Shit. Alright. Okay, well, blessings to you from Ilmater, and I will leave you. Get out of here safe, and I'll put my helmet back on before my friends notice that it was off.
Okay. You see all three of them kind of look at each other and start running for the entrance to the cave. Jory, there are 3 human men running at you.
I'm just gonna let him go.
Okay, they run past you. They're just running. Okay. You guys by the gem pile. What's up? You got a sheep.
I came over to see what was taking so long.
Counting gems.
I'm just gonna look down and grab a handful and put them in my pocket.
Nice. Yeah.
I have enough for all of us.
You grab, let's call it 8 emeralds.
Okay.
You just put them in your pocket.
Since the guys ran off, I'm gonna walk over to them. Make my way
Okay.
walking over.
Yeah.
Big pile of gems.
Take as much.
More
as I can.
gems. I'm just
Okay.
gonna point down at the gems.
I'm gonna grab the sheep.
He's got it under his arm. Did you want to try and get it away from him?
I'm just gonna motion, hand the sheep over.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I guess.
Okay. You pick up the sheep by the scruff, and you're just carrying a sheep, and you got some gems in your backpack and some in your pocket. Taral, you start loading them into your pack.
Take
I'm
as
gonna
much
start
as I
walking
can
towards
carry
over.
and then leave with them.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a handful and put them in my pocket from my backpack
Nice.
to like change the difference, and then I'm gonna.
Did you
start
have a
following.
preferred color?
One of each.
Okay. You add a topaz, an emerald, an amethyst, all 6 of the gems from Diablo, essentially.
Make it easy.
Diamond, amethyst, ruby, emerald, topaz, sapphire.
Sapphire.
Skull?
I would.
skull as
I
well?
would. If I found a skull, I would definitely take one because I like trophies.
One more thing, Aku. Give me perception while you're digging in the gem spa.
Perception. There we go.
Okay. You're pretty sure that it's just gems.
Okay.
So if you sorry.
Go ahead.
If you guys are all done, you can walk on out.
Yep.
Everybody
I'm,
good with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hastily make my
Do you
way.
want me to write anything down, like backpack full of gems or anything, or just whatever?
I'm gonna just story element that.
All right.
So you guys walk back up the cave, sheep in hand, and retreat back to the bridge, where you see two humans, Winfred, and one of the burnt men, and they're standing at the foot of the bridge, on your side with the grappling hook, and they're just kind of looking at each other. The third man is missing.
What happened here, Mr. Paladin?
One of my men fell through the bridge.
And that is really unfortunate.
You're
We're just
very
gonna walk past him with all across the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, you and your three-legged horse start hobbling across the bridge. Can you give me an animal handling? Because you're gonna try and guide him around the holes. Oh God.
Is it really an animal though? He's metal.
He is metal. Okay, do you want to try and challenge that? How would you get a metal horse across a bridge? Sell it to me.
While he's selling it to you, can I cast a spell and book it?
Yeah, you can cast a spell and book it.
I'm gonna cast level 2 Bless on the 4 of us party mates, because level 2 I can cast it on 3 people and then 1 extra for level 2. I put the
Okay.
card for. So
Yep.
it's the 4 of us, and then I'm just gonna start running across the bridge, mindful of, the previous holes and whatnot.
Okay, with Bless, I'm going to give it to you.
Okay.
Is a metal horse considered a creature?
Yes.
I'm gonna
It's
use
technically a construct, but
I'm gonna use command on it and tell it to avoid the holes.
interesting. Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right.
You scare the horse into being cautious. It follows your commands to the letter, and you walk it across the bridge with the aid of your party mate's blessing. Crocodiles.
I'm on the other side, like talking to the Palomino and like brushing it with my gauntlet.
Roll animal handling.
God, if I screw it around with your horse, yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, it's gonna kick you in the chest for 3 points of damage.
I saw that and I'm laughing.
That was not very kind, Mr. Horse.
It's a kicker.
You were the only one that's approached its head. It's got a bridle on it, as it's a tamed horse, and you see that it's got a name on the edge. It's called Bucky.
Bucky, please do not hit me anymore. I am just trying to be nice.
I won't make you roll for animal handling again.
Okay, thanks.
Crocodile Brothers, the two humans have shied away from you. Sorry, I shouldn't call you Crocodile Brothers.
That's fine. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, we're still lizards. Crocodiles
Yeah.
are lizards.
This is what it is.
The lizard folk. You're standing at the head of the bridge.
I'm just gonna, if they stepped aside, if not, I'm just gonna kind of like shimmy it forward. And then Aku has the sheep, right?
Aku's got the sheep.
Okay, cool.
The grappling hook is still embedded in the ground there.
I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay, you've got a grappling hook.
Cool. I'm gonna grab the rope with my other hand and try to unhook the rope while holding the rope. Unhook the rope from the hook.
Okay, you can retrieve your grappling hook.
There you go. And then put the hook in there and then start to shimmy across with the rope.
Okay. Aku, your brother's leaving you.
I'm gonna follow right behind him.
Okay. Since you've both got Bless on, Vif, you're fine. Aku, you're walking with a sheep and trying to be careful. So I'm gonna need you to give me a dex save for you being cautious.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right with him too, with one hand open.
You guys are totally fine. You take your time and go across the bridge.
You also get a D4 on top of that. You are extra cautious. Sorry, man. I used to spell.
Make it worthwhile.
Yeah, right.
The two guys are eyeballing each other, see you guys all cross, and they're just gonna book it. They're just gonna run for it. The first burn man runs halfway across the bridge and falls through a hole and starts plummeting to his death. He's just screaming and falling. The second guy, Winfred, runs across the bridge and he makes it. Winfred is all the way across, and you hear the other man smack into the stalactites below.
I'm gonna try to trip Winfred as he's across.
Yeah, roll for that.
I don't have a trickery roll.
No, just give me a d20, and if it's anything above a 10, I'll give it to you. Oh, come on. Okay, you tried to trip him using your lance, but he was too quick because he was in a panic run. You are all across, and Winfred is with you and looks at you all, says nothing, and then just runs up the way that you came.
About how long has it been?
Watch out for the big cage. You do not want to be trapped in there with the sheep. Okay, bye.
Viv, what was that?
How long has it been since the dragon turned into a sheep, roughly?
About 20 minutes.
Cool. All right, thank you.
And Jor, what was that? As he was running away?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw the icon come up on the Skype. No. Okay. You were all standing at the bridge. Viv, you're still holding the rope in your hands, the grappling hook.
And I'm like away because it was in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah. And you've got enough slack rope that you can safely stand on your side.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull back, and I'm just gonna. Am I still in a rage? Because it's been 20 minutes, so no.
It's been a while. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rip that shit down.
Okay, you're trying.
I'm off the bridge, right?
Yeah, you made it across tactfully.
I'm gonna start walking out.
Same.
Okay, you're gonna start walking up.
I'm gonna back up as I do it. All the way.
Okay. You're gonna have to give me a strength check to pull a grappling hook out of a ceiling.
Save or check?
Check.
Oh, got this.
I see you trying to use my bless. Respect.
Yeah, you just tear it free. You've got the remainder of your brother's rope and his grappling hook.
I'm just gonna
You're just twirling it?
Yeah, just to get it back to my hand, and then grab the hook, toss it to Aku, and then leave the rope on it for him.
Aku, he's throwing a rope and a grappling hook at you.
Oh God.
As it's coming towards him, I'm just gonna stick out my shield to block it from hitting him.
Okay. It ricochets off the shield and falls into the ground in front of Aku.
I'm gonna look at Vith. Precious cargoes.
Hiss.
You do not want to hit that sheep. That's why I would not normally put my arm in danger of a grappling hook, but yeah.
Okay. It's on the. Yep. Who's picking it up?
I'm picking it up.
Okay, you just have it spooled in your hand, and you have the sheep in the other hand. And I'm assuming everybody's going up.
Yep.
Okay. You leave the mouth of the cave, and you see the side of the ship door is open. There are a whole bunch of goblins, and they are all standing around in a circle, and one of them is raised up in the middle, punching downwards.
I'm gonna run forward.
What are you punching?
You see them having a curb party with Winfred.
Oh my God.
Who is it that's punching him? Is it Hawk?
It's Hawk. He's on top.
Mr. Hawk, what are you doing?
He's one of those slimy red bastards. He just keeps laying into him and just cussing him out. He's not that big though, so it's just...
He told me he was that paladin out there.
I don't care if he's fucking God.
How do you know that he is a red guy?
Yeah, that wide-eyed look in his eyes when he saw a bunch of goblins getting off a ship.
It sounds
He
a
looked
little
like a
bit
doe.
racist.
I'm putting the sheep in the cage.
Okay, you walk the sheep off the gangplank into the cage and close the very large door.
That is your
Mhm.
dragon.
That doesn't look like a dragon.
I'm
That's
gonna
a-
pull out
that's a
my
red sheep.
longbow and look right at it.
I'm going to get onto the airship before he does.
It's in the cage,
Please roll your attack.
right? It's in the cage.
Oh my
It's
god,
in the
I'm getting
cage.
off
Yeah.
the boat
Perfect.
as I see him doing it.
You dive
it's,
off
it's
the
gonna walk.
gangplank.
It's gonna walk through the thing if we don't. That's the problem. If I can fit through it, a sheep can fit through it. That's my thing.
You still got to roll your attack.
Until it's
Yeah, I
no
know.
longer a sheep, though, we could stay around it to make sure it doesn't. Maybe
Yeah.
having a dragon on board a fucking airship is not a great idea. But you already did
Good
it,
idea.
so you already did it, so
Yeah, you go ahead and shoot that sheep, and it expands to fill the cage. All of a sudden, as your brother Aku jumps off the ramp, it's starting to struggle and thrash and buck, and you see the goblins all freak out, and they just haul on the drawbridge, and the cargo bay closes itself. And the ship itself is like shimmying back and forth quite violently.
I'm gonna walk up towards Hawk and Winfred and be like, "See, I told you it was a dragon. If you do not mind, I'm going to take him."
That
Dragon.
was a neat fucking trick. Man, you
Yes.
guys are worth every penny. So we don't even need to go down into the caves or nothing. What about the treasure hoard?
I'm going to walk up onto the ship so that we're on the ship. I'm gonna dump out all the gems that I had taken right there onto the ship and then grab Winfred and take him up.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
gonna do the same with my backpack.
Hawk
of
is
gems.
standing on Winfred while he's talking to you.
I will pick him up and move him then.
Whoa. I've given you a horse. I wasn't going to give you a slave, too. That costs extra.
There is more gems coming. This is just the ones I was able to grab.
As he's saying that, I'm gonna walk up and take my backpack and take all the gems out of my backpack and put them on the ground.
Okay, you guys
Trust
are
me,
offloading
you will
gems.
never see the red guy again.
No. You're going to pay for the red guy. Or
Okay, what do you want?
money.
How
Or
much
gems.
money?
I don't know. What do you think his life is worth? And he pets him on the head.
Well, I
Because he's
would.
worth a lot to
you
me.
own him.
You know, I own him. His life belongs to
Eh.
me right now. He's gonna pull out his dagger and he's gonna start slicing off the top of his ear.
Keep going.
This man is mine right now.
Okay, tell you
Captain?
what. You could take my entire. You could take my entire gut of the gems. And on top of that, I will also give you 250 gold pieces.
You are awful with money. Sold man. He hooks him up and dusts him off, but he's only dusting off the back of his ass because he's not that tall.
Right. I'm
There you
gonna
go,
walk
bud.
over and full-on gloved gauntlet, fucking smash him across the back of the head.
Gonna smash Winfred.
Just
Yeah.
like a cuff, but closed fist. Just,
I'm gonna let you do that. You just knock him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Just pow.
and then I'll grab him by the midsection area and just drag him.
All the goblins just lisp pissing themselves laughing.
I'm taking him to
okay.
the top, by the way.
The captain is standing with Jor and is completely ecstatic, and he's just gonna jump and he's saying something in Goblin that you don't know what it is, and he's just rolling around on the gems in the deck. The Exo Hawk is gonna join you on the deck, and the ship underneath you just bucks once really hard, and you see flames shoot out of one of the windows underneath. Don't worry about that. The cargo bay's also been sprayed down with water.
That's what I thought.
And most of the hammocks are already damp, so it was fine.
They are the hammocks all damp.
Let's not get into that.
Fair enough.
So you guys got all of the treasure too? Is this everything?
All we
Believe
could
so.
find.
Okay. Roll deception there. Vith.
Let's see if it beats his insight roll.
I'm gonna try to persuade him to saying that's all we found.
He is too flabbergasted with all the gems, and he is happy. Good enough for me. He just throws a big handful of gems up in the air.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah. The captain is still Scrooge McDucking. I'm assuming when you were unloading gemstones, kept the ones that were in your pockets, so you can add those to your inventory.
I said, backpack, because the other ones were in my pocket. Yeah.
So the two of you guys, the lizard folk that stole gems from the stealing, can you add those to your inventory? The other ones are on the deck, and the Exo tells you, we'll split this all up and then give you guys your cut. Do you want the gemstones just raw, or do you want a cash cut when we cash them in back at the place?
Raw.
Diamond.
You want them in diamonds, and you want them just raw random gems, yeah? And what about you guys?
Same.
And then
Hawk,
I
that's my
get your
cut.
cut. Fucking sweet. Man, you gotta hang out with us more often.
I plan on it as long as it is fruitful. I have
Man,
plans.
I will give you a free leash for that man.
Oh, I do not need one, actually. And then I'm gonna walk over to Aku and take my 50-foot length of rope back. And I'm gonna tie it around Winfred 3 times and tie it to like the ballast on the side of the airship, so that there's about 4 or 5 feet of slack, so he can walk in a very small radius or jump off if he likes.
But still be tied to the ship?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna sit down 1 foot outside of the radius that he's able to fuck with and just start reading my tongue.
The captain stops you.
Okay.
He's trying to sign to you.
Do not understand. Ark, maybe you could translate?
He says you gotta brand him. If they don't know that he's yours when we get back to Turala Altair, then he's just a random Humie. So you have to be responsible for him, which means you gotta brand him.
Okay, do you have a branding tool on you right here?
Well, you can go down and ask the dragon to make your dagger nice and hot and burn something onto him.
Hold on. I'm actually
Or
gonna...
you could pierce his ear.
I'm
I could
actually
do that for
going
you.
to...
I'm gonna shake my head.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn away from everybody, take my helmet off, cast Sacred Flame on the top on the sigil, and press that into his forearm, and then put my helmet back on.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
the
successfully
sigil
press.
that's on the, yeah.
You successfully press a negative image of your sigil onto his forearm.
And then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
He
So
now
that
has a
nice and
healed
healed.
scar on his forearm. Left or right arm?
Left.
Left.
Right.
Okay.
Fucking there.
Yep. Branded man. Okay. You do that. The captain is ordering his men to cut ties with the ground, and he is lifting off.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
brace
guys-
myself.
The ship is moving, but now that it is up, it's a little bit less precarious because the rolling doesn't really affect it all that badly. I've also
Okay.
lost my picture of an airship in flight. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna have to fix this later. You're back in flying again.
Yay.
Yay! And this is considered a long journey, so you guys can take a full long rest if you need to.
Yep.
Reading my book.
Yeah, I might
And
as well.
So Vith, you're reading your flight manual, right?
I'm gonna hand it to Aku.
Okay.
I'll start reading it during
Start
the long
reading.
rest.
Jor, what are you doing?
I'll read my manual.
Okay. You guys start studying your manual. You're gonna have to give me intelligence checks.
Sky jousting 101.
I'm just gonna stare at my brother as he tries to read the book.
I have the book upside down, apparently.
Yeah, this
I'm
is a
gonna
lot of
fix that
fancy
for him.
talk, and there's a lot of technical terms in here. You didn't expect there to be math on this test.
I'm gonna pick the book up and then turn it around and put it back in his hands.
Your brother is trying to do his best to help you. But
It's
mostly,
flipped onto the cover now.
yeah, it's upside down now. It's completely upside down now.
Once they're done, come back to me.
Okay.
I'm done.
Count Dracula, your turn.
Which one's Count Dracula?
You. I
What?
am
Dracula's
David.
Transylvanian.
It is your turn.
That's French, not Transylvanian, but okay. Okay, so about halfway through my long rest, I'll put down my tome and pull out my holy symbol necklace and either pray to Ilmater or reach out to my Deva and basically be like, if there is any kind of sign you could tell me as to what to do with this man, otherwise I will try to turn him for Ilmater.
Go
Any sign
ahead
at all?
and roll religion.
Alright.
Nice. Okay, you guys are going through a cloud, and it's a dark cloud, and you hear a peal of thunder pass as lightning strikes through the cloud. You
Okay.
don't know what it means
Thank
because
you.
it's a symbol of religion, and they're always murky.
And then after getting my response, I'll go back to my tome.
Okay. It's raining on you guys as you approach Turak Altair and sidle up inside of the hangar bay with some very happy goblins who are Scrooge McDucking it. They're all rolling around in a whole big pile of gemstones. So they said that they're going to divide this all up, and they were dividing it all up during the flight. So there is a huge pile of gems. I'm going to give 25 diamonds to Joradam.
How much is that in gold?
In gold.
Yes.
Each one of the diamonds is worth... just a moment. I have a manual for that. Oh, wow, they're insanely expensive.
So we should ask for diamonds.
Let's...
In increments of 300, if you could.
Can
no,
we
if
get
you're
those
asking...
in unmarked sequential bills?
If you're asking for your cut in gemstones, they're going to give you 4 diamonds. Sorry, I didn't calc it out properly. I don't know if you're going to get sticker prices for them, but
Well, no,
they
I
are...
just need. It's gonna be a reagent, or I'm gonna use it in spells.
You have about... They're huge diamonds. You got about $20,000 worth of diamonds.
Oh shit. Okay. Noted.
Yeah. Upon seeing that Tural, you think, it depending on how much you value Winfred's life, no, you're okay.
Don't care.
You're okay. Aku, you receive 10 star-shaped sapphires, a piece of black sapphire, and a ruby. The black sapphire and the ruby are worth 5,000 each, and the star-shaped sapphires are $1,000 a piece. And Vith, did you have a preference?
No, not really.
Miscellaneous?
Yeah. I mean, I'll take gold if that's easier.
Okay. Do you want 20,000 gold pieces?
Yeah, that's fine.
Done.
Can I carry that? Let's see. 22.
Might have to open a
Ooh.
bank account.
Yeah, I need a bank account.
Okay. They're gonna give you
I don't-
a bag.
Okay.
They can also write you a slip that you can take to the bank.
Yeah. Or I mean, can I put it on? I could put it on the Palomino, right?
Yeah, you can load up the horse.
Because it has like bags or something.
Doesn't have bags.
Oh.
If you put it in a bag and used your rope to work up a harness,
Okay.
you could try that. Be like tying it to the saddle, kind of.
Yeah.
But then you'd have a lopsided horse. Unless you like put the big bag of money just on the saddle, maybe.
How big is my pelt?
Pretty big.
Can
Consider
I like
you're
lay
wearing
my
it.
pelt out and then put it in there and like wrap it up, and then put that on top of the horse like it would as a saddle, and then wrap the rope around it?
Sure. It takes a while and a bunch of coins keep falling out, and you just keep tying it up and making it work and tying it up and making it work. At this point, all the stuff's been given out, and you guys have left the ship and walked down the gangplank, except for Tural, who's up on the main deck. You got your guy tied to the upper deck.
While that's happening, I'm gonna look at my brother and have him try to help me pick up the coins that I dropped.
Okay. Tural, you're with your guy on the upper deck.
All right, I'll unhook him from the ship and start leading him off.
He resists you. Where the fuck are we?
We are in the city of Darak out there.
No. He sits down. He's pulling on the rope.
You got
Don't
do
take
this
me here.
the
This is
hard
not going
way.
to be good. This can't be right. You can't take me here. I'm going to explode or something. This isn't right.
Okay, listen to me right now. Look down at your forearm.
No. Is this some kind of curse? Is this magic?
Nobody will fuck with you. Notice the sigil, same thing.
You fucking branded me?
It was either that or let them throw you off the side.
You should have thrown me off the side. And he spits at you.
Do I see that happening?
You're down on the below. You hear him shouting. That's about it.
Alright.
You might have heard the spit.
Ting!
Yeah.
Yeah. If like me and my brother are done picking up some of the gold, I'm gonna try to go up and see what the commotion is about.
Same.
Okay. Yeah, you guys leave the horses there. Jor, you unloaded all the three.
Yep.
He's there and he's safe. And I'm also assuming that you guys brought the black horse and loaded that back on as well. So,
I ain't touching
Tural,
my
your horse,
fucking horse. Fuck that
your
shit.
your horse is at the bottom of the gangplank with the other two horses. The
Bastards.
Palomino is stacked high with a big bundle of money on top and a three-legged horse next to it.
Right.
Is there
okay.
like a
Sorry, go ahead.
is there like an artificer in town or like a master blacksmith?
Absolutely, definitely. This is the right city for that. You pretty much have to just look up any kind of the D&D equivalent of a phone book. A for artificer. There'd be a lot of options in town for you.
So I'm walking up, and what scuffle do I see?
You see Winfred sitting on the ground, holding the rope like this and tugging
I'm
against
just gonna
Tural,
walk
who's
right over to him and stand right beneath, or right above him. Sorry. So he's beneath me,
Mhm.
and just, you better smooth.
He starts muttering. He closes his eyes really, really tight, and he starts muttering a prayer under his breath.
I'm just gonna grab him by the scruff of his neck.
Do I recognize the prayer?
You don't.
Okay.
He's muttering something about being strong in a sandstorm.
I'm gonna flick him in the ear.
Okay,
So you guys
listen-
are on either side of him, or are you just gonna like pick him up?
I can pick him up by myself.
Listen
Yeah.
to me, Mr. Winfred. Look, here is the deal. I gave up my portion of plus 20,000 gold pieces in order to make sure that you live. So, you are, how you say, still alive. I have no intention of enslaving you. The brand is a brand of Ilmater, and is only a means to make sure that you do not.
This is
get
a brand of
slaughtered.
another god? No.
You could.
No.
You could.
As he's saying that, I'm
remove
just
it.
gonna pick him up.
Let's gonna see what happens here. Yeah, he hyperventilates until he passes out.
Perfect. He's easier
Well,
to pick up.
That did not
Yeah,
go
he's-
well,
he's
but
Totally limp.
okay.
I'm just gonna scruff of the neck, like a little animal, a little
Alright,
kid.
We'll take him somewhere where we can keep him. But I need to
Yeah,
stop in the market.
Terral,
fine.
since you were the one that was looking at him when that happened, you would, I don't know how to convey this without being meta. He lost a point of sanity.
Ah. I can
So-
see a wildness growing in his eyes.
You saw a frantic wildness grow in his eyes until he hyperventilated until he passed out.
That's great.
That's fine.
So now Viv is just kind of holding him.
Okay.
Uh,
We should take him to maybe a tavern where we could keep him under lock and key, or maybe a guard station. That way, while we are out and doing things, he will not be a harm to himself or others.
Yeah, I'm just
Also,
gonna start walking with him, just enough so that the slack doesn't pull.
While
Okay.
we are looking to go there, I need to make a stop at the market.
Okay. I think that some of your other party members want to do that too, especially ones that want to fix their horses.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys are all going to do that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You walk down the gangplank, up the stairs with your horses to the catwalk. You walk your horses through the office, which you all find kind of funny because your cousin's freaking out. And then you walk out into the streets of the market.
At that
there-
point, I'm gonna put the Winfred on the black horse.
Okay.
Black horse. Just like rest him gently.
Okay, you just splay him out on top of that. Terral, you have to walk next to him if you want to keep him on your leash.
Sure. Oh, it's not really a leash. I'm tying him to the horse or whatever, so that.
Oh, you're gonna tie him to the horse?
Sure.
Okay, you just tie him down face first onto the saddle.
Yep.
So he can kind of like raise his head, but he's thoroughly passed out.
Yeah.
So where are you guys going first? You are walking down the street towards the market. But you mentioned an inn as well. So what are you looking for right now?
Okay, so maybe you can tell me. So there's two things I want to do. First off, I want to drop this guy off at like a tavern where I could like rent a room for however many days, and they can just kind of like bring him food every day. But aside from that, basically lock him in. Or leave him at like a guard outpost, kind of like in jail, kind of same thing but a little more secure, something like that. And then secondly, I would like to go buy a pseudo dragon somewhere.
Pseudo dragon?
Yeah, like a little dragon familiar pet, non-combat, just
Oh. Okay.
On that note, can I check on the egg? I just want to peek in my bag.
You want to peek without anybody seeing?
Yeah.
That's sleight of hand.
Okay.
One thing while you're doing that, Terral, your knowledge would tell you that the guards aren't going to do this for free. Not a chance. In fact, they'll probably just end up tormenting him until he dies.
fair enough.
Your safest part would be an inn, and you think you might have to pay a little extra to make sure that the innkeeper makes sure that the guy doesn't break out.
Fair enough.
Did I see my brother look in his bag?
Yeah, you totally did. He's looking around. Do you want to roll insight?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I see it too?
I'm just gonna beckon a coup over.
If you want to, you can.
I'm not gonna act on it. I just wanted to see if I saw it or not.
Yeah, he's looking in his bag. Maybe you're thinking leftover gemstones?
Yeah. I don't care
No,
why.
no.
I'm just like,
I'm talking to the brother.
Oh,
The
sorry.
brother.
I already beckoned a coup forward.
Cool, Aku.
Aku.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
I'm not correcting you. Sorry.
I'm gonna walk over to him and see what he's looking at.
What do I see when I looked in?
See an egg?
Is it doing anything?
It's sitting next to your bedroll.
Is it
It's
sitting
just
there?
chilling there. It's a head-sized egg.
I'm just gonna like tilt my bag just so he can barely see.
You see a dark black, so dark of a red that it's almost black, and it's got scales all the way up to the top. And it's in
Saw
shape
it
about the size of a head.
when I was grabbing the gems.
We could turn Zits into our pets.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna hold out my fist, expecting a fist bump.
Fist bump.
Okay, so did you guys want to go with Taral to the tavern, or did you want to follow down the street to the market?
No, I'm going to the market.
No, I'll go with them.
I want to
Okay.
spend some of this gold or find somewhere to place it.
I'll go to
Okay,
the market
so-
first, by the way.
Oh, you'll go to the market first? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go to the market.
Don't really want to split up. It's
Uh,
yeah, so-
I'm assuming that Jor's looking for an artificer specifically that's going to fix his horse's leg.
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to walk up to a welder first, and he's going to be like, "That's magic. I can make you a peg." No? Sorry. The second guy says that if you get a horse's leg made out of metal, that he'll enchant it and then get it attached. You're gonna have to go to 2 different shops for that, though.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Did you want to go back to the original blacksmith or look for a different guy?
Try the first one.
You wanted me to make the joint? I cannot do the inside. The squishy bit is all that's all fairy dust, mate.
Look same as other leg.
Like all bendy and what?
Just leg.
Yeah, he see if roll a d20 to see if you're conveying the idea properly. Yeah, he doesn't get it. Let's see if he gets it. He doesn't get it.
Alright, I'll go find someone else.
Okay. You're wandering off to find another blacksmith while Vith is wandering looking for a place to spend his money.
I want to try to find a place to essentially enchant my shield.
Okay. You're looking for a wizard.
Well, yeah, enchant things.
Okay.
I got money to spend. I'm
There's a
with
place called the Enchant Emporium.
Ah, that sounds good. I'm gonna head over there and I'm gonna motion my brother to follow.
Okay.
I'm following.
You enter a magic shop, and it's very full, and there's a lot of people. This seems kind of more like a commercial outlet rather than an intimate shop. It's chock full of people, and yeah, they're all hanging out.
What
and
kind of people?
All kinds of people. Literally.
Are any of them
kind
bigger than me?
I don't know.
I'm like 6'8", 230.
I would say maybe 1 or 2.
Okay, I'm
I-
gonna just push myself all the way to the front of the table.
You barge through the entire crowd and stand in front of the retail counter where someone is attempting to pay for their things.
I'll let him pay.
They look up at you and then hoard all their stuff up close and then just slowly back away while making full eye contact.
Let's use penance payments.
There is a wizened old dwarven man behind the counter looking way up at you. Can I help you today, sir?
Me and my brothers want some enchants.
Enchant what and with what?
I'm
Anything?
gonna pull out my oh crap, what's it called? After fire bow.
Okay. That's a nice piece. Beautiful.
Can you enchant the string?
Enchant it with what?
Fire.
You wanna? That's gonna be tricky. It's this is made by some kind of druid. They don't like fire. It might naturally reject it.
I'm gonna look at the bow and realize that I grabbed the wrong one and put my longbow on there now.
Oh, this is simple. Well, tell you what, I could do poison on your druid one, or I can do fire on this one.
How much for both?
Both. Ooh. I would charge you about 1,200 for each.
I also would like my shields enchanted, and I'm gonna place my shield up.
All right. What are you fighting?
Side break. Is there anything for physical or psychic rather? Sorry.
Psychic?
Yeah, like mental. There's nothing to help that, right?
Nope.
Okay.
You would have to get a piece of armor that's on your head.
Oh. Okay, that's funny. That makes sense though.
If you're asking him,
Yeah.
he said that you're a barbarian. I can tell. A lot of the barbarians that are in our neighborhood, they use a circlet to protect their mind. Gives them a little bit of resistance.
How
I'd have
much to enchant that?
Well, you'd have to buy the circlet, and I'd have to enchant it for you. So you'd have to go to some kind of blacksmith.
How
to
much
get it
for
made.
the enchants?
Psychic is tricky. I gotta hone it to your brain. So I'm gonna charge you about 4,000.
Okay.
You can get any kind of thing made so long as it's touching your dome.
I'll be back.
Okay. Aku.
Just the poison.
Okay. If you slid over 1,200 gold pieces,
I do.
do you have that in gold?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you just
and
get
he-
20k?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, didn't you get 20k worth of gems?
Mm-hmm.
And you're
Oh,
paying in
that's
gold
right.
though.
Yeah, I do have gold though.
Okay, yeah, you got it from the York mission, right?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Your bow now does an extra 1d6 poison damage.
I'm gonna head towards where I can get that circlet, and then I'll be right back.
Okay. You head over to the blacksmith where Joradam currently is, and he is trying to talk the blacksmith into making a horse's leg. And I'm just gonna let that all come to pass. He wants 1,500 gold pieces to make an intricate horse's leg that matches the other leg after some serious miming.
Alright, I'll give it to him.
Okay. He's gonna bang that out. He's got a magic forge, so it's already assembling itself. Aku, you're still in the shop. Are you looking for anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
Just wanted my bow enchanted.
Okay. You leave the shop and are welcome back to your group, I guess.
Is Vith still with me?
Vith walked out to the blacksmith. That's
I'm just
what
gonna go over
Jorah's.
to where he is.
Okay. Taral, what are you up to?
I'm looking to buy a pseudo dragon or something.
Okay. You're gonna go to the pet store.
Indeed.
Okay. You're looking around at the pets, looking up and down. There are cats for sale for 5. There are larger creatures of many different kinds, some that you have no idea what the fuck they are. One cage that appears to be empty but is moving quite frantically. And there are just cages and cages all over the place, and there's a countertop. And there is a tiefling sitting behind the countertop looking bored as all heck.
Okay, I'll go over to the countertop. Excuse me, do you have any pseudo dragons?
Maybe.
Okay, well, I am in the, how you say, neighborhood to pick one up, if you have one.
Just out of curiosity, did you walk into the store with your man on the horseback?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Are you looking to trade in a horse for it?
No, this is unrelated to this purchase.
Are you buying it to cheer up your friend there?
No, I would be buying it for a pet for companionship. This is unrelated matter.
Pseudo dragon. He pulls out this big tome and blows a bunch of dust off the cover. And he's gonna look around. Okay. Pseudo dragon. Well, yeah, we've got one. Well, I guess it's pretty reputable. It's a good line. Good breed. Do you have a specific kind? I can refer you to our breeder. You'll have to go to his shop specifically.
I am looking preferably for a golden in color, but silver, black, or possibly a blue would also be good.
You pay extra for the metallics. They're a little bit rarer.
Yes, I understand.
And you do understand that pseudo dragons never grow past their stunted size. Right.
Yes.
Okay. We have the blue and the black here for 1,500, or I can refer you for the gold or silver to our other friend shop. They will be more expensive.
Do you happen to know how much more?
You'd have to ask then.
Okay. What colors did you say you had here?
We have blue and black here.
Okay. Could you hold the black one for maybe a couple hours while I go and see with them? Just in case?
Yeah, I could do that. Maybe.
I'll slide one gold piece over to him.
He looks down at it,
Just hold on to it for
slides
an
it
hour.
across the counter, bites it. Alright, fine.
Thank you. Where
Oh.
could I find this other shop?
He writes you a note.
Okay.
And makes you a little map. Jor, you've got a horse leg.
I'm gonna take it back to the first shop.
Okay.
And
The artificer says, how much did he quote you? How much it was going to cost?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I've got to make this alive and also graft it onto the horse. Okay. And let's see here. I'll charge you 2,000 gold pieces for it. And I'll write you a receipt that if it breaks, take it back here, I'll fix it for free.
I'm gonna try to hand him roughly 2,000 worth of diamonds.
Okay.
Was that the blacksmith?
He's at the artificer, he just left the blacksmith.
Oh.
You're at the blacksmith right now.
Okay.
You can request a circlet, and also if you
I
would
just didn't
like-
know if I saw him in passing. I would have.
Oh, yeah, you definitely saw him in passing.
I would have tossed him some gold because I knew he had only gems.
Did you want to retcon that?
I mean, if you can, I wanted to like toss out 5k to people as we were in the town because I
Oh.
knew they only had gems.
Cool. Jor, you can add 5,000 gold pieces to your inventory and deduct 2,000 from them if you would like to do a currency exchange rather than a gem exchange.
Yep.
Okay. You have 3,000 gold pieces and a fully functional horse.
Sweet. I will go rejoin the party.
Cool. Vif, you can verbalize what kind of circlet you want, or you can find a picture. You don't need to specify now, but he will charge you accordingly.
Okay. For now, just a circlet. Nothing super fancy.
Okay. Do you have a material preference?
I mean, what are the options? I guess.
Well, you can make that iron if you want it to be sturdy. You're not going to get any AC out of that. Meta, sorry. Cold iron, if you are afraid of the Fae. You can get gold if you're shiny and flashy.
Would any of that counteract the enchant, though?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
A good enchanter can pretty much enchant anything that moves, or anything
Sweet.
that doesn't move. He can hammer a bunch of coins together if you want. If you want a
Okay.
hat made of money, you can put some of your gems in it if you have gems.
No, nothing too flashy. I just want it black, if possible.
Okay. How about he makes that a cold iron anyways, just for the sake
Cool.
of it. The Fae are deathly allergic to cold iron.
Cool.
So headbutt
That-
one if you see it. He tells
That
you.
fits. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll charge you 1,200 for it,
Okay.
but it's sturdy.
So I gave 5k to my brother, 5k
Oh, sorry,
to
I shouldn't charge you. It's a non-functional item. He'll charge you 300 for it.
300. Okay, that's super cheap.
It's
Okay.
a cosmetic item.
I've given 10k away, but Mister gave his portions away. I didn't give anything to yet because he dipped immediately.
Toral's at the pet store.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I would
I-
have hung around with them until they were done. Like, I was trying not to separate from the party.
Oh, okay. I'll
So-
retcon that to assume that you went to the pet store after this exchange. Then.
Sure.
Okay.
So what are you
Um,
giving me? I wasn't paying attention for most of that. Sorry.
Do you want 5,000 for now?
Sure.
Okay. I have 20 too, so
Jesus. All right.
that's what I'm saying.
Spread the love around.
Fair enough.
Might as well.
Appreciate it.
Okay. There is a pet store, and it's right next to a place that apparently sells ships. Because it's next to what looks like a ship junkyard.
Sweet.
And a salesman sitting in the front and said, "You look like you like to fly."
Who are you talking to? Is it me or them? Me?
Toral. You went to the pet store
Uh,
after.
Yeah, flying is pretty fun and it's pretty cool. I was told you are a breeder of sorts of
No, I'm from next door. I'm a salesman of airships. Nice to meet ya. He just shakes your hand all big.
Nice
He's some
to
kind of
meet you.
large furry creature. You're not sure what it is, but he's smelling you.
I have an idea. Sorry, that was meta. I'll let him smell me.
You got some money on you.
I have modest means of earning. I am not what you would consider rich.
Tell you what, I'll cut you a deal today. Give me 100,000. I'll give you a great cruiser.
No, thank you. I am just in the market for a dragon.
You're more of a luxury ship guy. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't even why lowball you like that. Give me 220, and I'll give you a double decker.
That sounds excellent. Maybe give me a couple days to confer with my companions, and maybe we will...
Sure. Come back and find me. Look for the guy with the blue fur.
Will do. In the meantime, could you point me towards the guy that I was supposed to come here to see?
Yeah, I'm standing in front of it. I'm sorry. He walks
thank
off to
you.
the side. Yeah, you can walk into the pet store. This place is actually just looks more like someone's house, except it's got a countertop in the middle of the front room.
Okay, I'll lead the horse with Winfred on it inside. Hello, I am here to pick up a pseudo dragon.
Okay,
If you,
there's a gnome sitting in
have
a
one
tiny
available?
rocking chair on the counter.
Alright.
Yeah, they have a tiny book and they say, "What kind of pseudo dragon?"
Do you have a golden one?
Yes, we do.
Preferable. What color? How old is the pseudo dragon?
It's 1.5 years old.
Is that? Would I know if that's kind of old to be buying a pet, specifically a pseudo dragon?
You'd have to roll insight on that.
All right. I will do that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on a different page. Multitasking, I suck at it. 15 on insight. Yeah, I'll let you know. They don't. I actually don't know. I have to look that up.
Something you gotta do on the spot. I think you gotta make it up. I don't know how long they last. I was looking
Yeah, neither do
everywhere.
I don't know. I'll retcon it. Let you
Sure.
know.
So
Yeah,
just young. Is it like young, like
it's young. It's
like,
super young.
in cat terms? It's kitten.
Yeah.
Okay. That is acceptable. How much gold pieces would you like?
2,800, please.
That is pretty pricey. Maybe 2,500 would be a better price.
Oh, you want to negotiate? Roll persuasion. Let's see if that's gonna land. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you know what? You look like a great guy. Sure. Here you. Yeah. 2,500 is fine.
25. Okay.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right, cool. I got a golden pseudo dragon.
You have a golden pseudo dragon.
Cool.
If you spend some time, you can form a telepathic link with it.
Oh, I'm planning on that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Thank you for your business.
Thank you. What? That's my line. But thank you.
I am not from around here, as you can
That
tell.
is very, very clear to me.
Yeah. Okay. Have a great evening. And
Okay.
I'll leave.
I'm assuming you rejoin the group with Vith getting a new circlet, Jor coming up on his nice shiny horse.
When I arrive at the armor smith or whatever to meet up with them, can I just
Mhm.
quickly ask the blacksmith if he's got any, like, already made? I don't want to get something, freshly made, but if he's got any kind of, like, armor for a horse. Purely
Horse armor.
aesthetic. Purely aesthetic.
He's got some cut curtails that'll hook up to a saddle so it can have like a sigil on the front of it.
Hmm.
You know how like when you dressage a horse for combat and it's got like the emblems on the side. He doesn't have
Yeah.
armor for it though. Armor would cost you a pretty penny, and he's got to customize it to the horse.
Fair enough.
So he's got the flags and
right.
stuff you can put on it, and then you can paint them whatever you want.
Would he be able to make horse armor for Ul?
Yeah,
How much would that cost? Just curious.
it's a good question.
Okay.
I think
we can figure it out
just
later.
Looked it up. Oh, yeah.
I'm just curious for later because that would be fun for us to play into
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
a group dynamic.
He can get you a quote later
Hell yeah.
or whenever if Jay can find it quick enough. I also heard one of you guys wanted to check out the tavern before. I think that would probably be a great spot for us to leave off if you guys were trying to get a room.
Yeah, I wanted to get my helm enchanted with the psychic.
You're looking at barding, and barding cost is ×4, whatever that means.
Okay, we'll retcon a price. The blacksmith
Oh.
says he's quite busy today and to come back tomorrow.
Cost is 4 times the equivalent armor made for humanoids, and it weighs twice as much.
Gotcha. There are all different types of armor available.
So we can
Let
probably
me give you a
figure out what
small
we want.
pamphlet called the Dungeons Master's Guide, and you can
It's also
browse.
PHP.
Yes, you can browse the price list and come
Will
back
do.
tomorrow.
It sounds like good. Thank you.
So if you guys are looking for lodging for the night, you can go to a tavern, or with all of the exuberant amount of gems you have, you guys can pretty much buy a freaking house.
I am okay with a tavern. Unless you guys want to buy a house.
No.
I see one of us wants to buy a house.
Apparently no one else wants to. I did want to run and get that enchanted for 4,000 real quick.
Oh, you can do that.
Okay.
Oh, a circlet. Dope.
So I'm down to 3,200.
Okay, you have psychic resistance of 5 points.
How does that add?
If you take psychic points of damage, you can reduce that amount of damage by 5 points.
Dope. Thank you.
You have a circlet of psychic resistance.
Perfect.
Or you can name it because you've created a unique magical item.
I will. Cool.
As for taverns, there's a whole bunch of different kinds. What kind of tavern are you looking for? Like a peaceful one, a rowdy one, a magic-based one, one that's run by lizard folk?
Does our cousin run one? Or associated with knowing of one that's run?
He would probably know someone in the community, but he himself has a house in town.
Okay.
Would we be able to find one that kind of either has like a tavern guard that's always going to keep watch, or somebody that maybe doesn't take no guff, if you know what I'm saying?
Your best bet would be a place in the inner city where there's a lot more foot traffic, where the guards, the presence of the wizard cops is very high because of the amount of foot traffic. You'd figure that'd be a safe spot where there's lots of eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll head there.
Cool. For the four of you, do you want individual rooms, or do you want to all cram into a apartment where there is kind of like a dormitory that has multiple rooms that lead into a center room?
Fine with that.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Because then we can like store our horses up a little separate from everyone else, right?
Well, you guys can stable them too. This place is large enough that it has its own stabling.
Okay. Any gold that was left over, I'm gonna take off because I can carry the rest of it.
Okay. Yeah, each horse will cost 10 gold pieces to stable for the night, and the rooms cost 30. That's 60 gold total. You guys have 3 horses.
I'll pay for it all. This is
60.
60 total?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll pay for it.
The rooms are up some stairs. They keep going up and up and up. You guys are on the top floor. You have the penthouse.
I take Winfred with us.
Okay. You can drag him, or one of your lizard folk friends can carry him.
I
I'll
can
carry him.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I'll watch as he tries.
Okay. I'm gonna sling him over his shoulder and just start going.
You think if Winfred was actually well fed, that he would be just about as big as you? He was a strong, strapping person before he was severely malnourished and partially burnt.
Right.
So you guys get up to your apartments. There is a hearth at the end of a large square room with a set of 4 bedrooms, 2 doors on the left, 2 doors on the right. There's a table in the room, and there's a little piece of cheese on it with a little flag sticking out of it that says welcome.
I'm gonna go to the first left room.
Okay.
I'll go to the next left and leave Winfred in there.
I'm gonna go across from my brother.
Is there any windows in these rooms?
Yes, there are. They look out onto the shitty streets around you. Oh, wait, which room did you pick? The one,
Second from the
second
left.
one on the left?
Yeah.
No, you're sorry. Yours backs out into the alley.
So no window, no door? Or?
There's a door that leads
Gosh.
into the main room, but you're up on the penthouse.
Right.
So you're looking down into an alleyway from very high up.
How
You can look
high up?
across the street. I say about 4th floor.
Is one of these rooms got a window that, or doesn't have a window? Basically, I don't want this guy to jump out the window.
Um, you could try and barricade it somehow. If he jumped out of this window, he would die.
I'm kind of worried about that too. Okay,
He's already proven that.
yeah. Can't really tie him to anything.
I
So
mean, we
bad.
can't.
Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna take him to the common room and tie him to a chair. Like, really fucking well.
There's 2 rocking chairs in front of the fire. You tie him very well to one of the rocking chairs using the entirety of one of your lengths of rope.
And I'm going to move the rocking chair to the middle, right in front of the table. I'm going to ask one of the boys to watch him, and then I'm going to go downstairs and order a fine feast.
Okay. You
To
get
be
a
brought to the
whole
room.
bunch of food.
To be brought to the room, yeah.
Okay. They're going to bring a whole bunch of food up to the room. Your servers are all gnomes.
Sweet.
You notice that the keepers of the inn are also gnomes.
Did
It's a
the
whole bunch
gnomes
of gnomes.
enter the room while they brought the food? Or
Yes.
They just, like,
Yeah.
bring? Okay.
A large train of them carrying platters above their heads walked into the room and fills up your table with a whole bunch of food and then look at you expectingly holding out their hands.
I'm gonna be not looking at the food, looking at the gnomes.
I'll put 2 gold
Flutes?
pieces in each of their hands.
Okay, they're really happy with that. Please deduct 20 gold pieces.
Will do.
They're going to back away and then just make a break for it out of the room. Away from Vith. Aku, are you resting?
I smell food from my room and I come out.
Okay. We can leave off with this episode with all of you guys just chowing down.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll be
I'm-
leisurely reading and eating at the same time.
I'm amazed we got that done. To be honest.
Good job. Nice save with the polymorph, because that dragon would have murdered the fuck out of you guys.
Yeah. I didn't want the sheep walking out of the fucking.
No, that was
Crap,
good logic,
yeah.
because he would have walked right back out
That's
through the
what I
bars.
was like when that was specifically why I asked, because I knew we were gonna sheep it. That was the only way. Because
Do you actually
said
know
it,
that?
dude. There was a reason to all of it. You said it had been a while since the post had been posted. So the young dragon isn't too young. So it's grown. And then the trap being bigger was the cue of like, okay, it's bigger. And then like, yeah, no. It was very, very so planned.
You
I
picked up
I
on
wasn't
that.
being that much of an asshole.
No, that was good. That was very logical deduction, because you're right. It was an old waybill, and that dragon was much bigger than they had initially anticipated. And it was old enough now that it's had an egg. That was going to be another hint. It's an adult dragon.
Wow.
So yeah, it was gonna murder
Well, yeah.
the fuck
When
out of you
I
guys.
found that out, it was like, okay, like, if this thing wanders out, oh.
And I knew you guys had polymorph in your pocket, and I didn't know if you were gonna use it or at what point that was gonna happen, or if you guys were gonna start dropping like flies and running.
No, that
I
was
didn't even
good on
think
Nick.
about it, dude.
That
I
was
was getting
good.
ready to just light him up
That was
next
good.
turn.
Good job, Nick.
Uh,
That was
I got
on point.
Yeah.
2 questions.
I was like, oh,
Gender
Sure.
of the pseudo dragon.
It'll be a girl.
Sweet. And then, while reading and eating, can I feed a little bit? It's bonding with it.
Oh yeah. And also you establish your psychic link.
Sweet.
You are, your companion will sense your emotions as long as you are within 1 mile of them.
Cool. That's all I needed.
Okay. You can also look up a pseudo dragon on the D&D compendium. He does, or she does, come with certain effects.
You're talking
you
about
have one.
like combat or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Unless
saw
you're
that.
planning-
but I was planning on having it non-combat.
Okay. Then it's just an aesthetic pet.
Yeah.
Much
I mean-
like a ferret up someone's sleeve.
Only not a secret.
Only not a secret.
I mean, maybe
So-
Dog's laying on my
maybe
feet.
like in social situations, I'll have her bite somebody or something. But you know,
She does have a bite attack.
she does. But I'm saying I wouldn't use her like as we're going to fight like a frost giant or something. Be like, go Goldie or whatever I name her.
Squish. Just a
Oh,
gold dragon smear.
Yeah.
That'd be a really expensive dinner.
a shimmer of
Mhm.
blood.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
be a
crimson
decorative
and gold
skin.
smeared
That
across
was
the ground.
that was a good episode though. Like it was good because going into it I was like, dude, this is not gonna be no baby dragon, Like
That was
I
smart
was scared.
instinct.
I was scared as fuck.
That was a
I
really smart
picked that
instinct.
one for
You
a
said
reason.
30 feet. And I was okay with it because I'm gonna go with it no matter what.
Yeah.
But like the 30 feet when you first said it's 30 feet above the ground, and I was like, those are fucking eyes, guys. Like, dragon eyes, bro.
I was so close to just like insta dead, like permanent dead.
I'm glad we were able to take that long break because you did, yeah. Like
Yep.
you guys all did take one, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Holy
And then you were
crap.
able to fly, Jay, because you wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah. Oh man, like, yeah, that's a fucking. I was thinking about it like after I used the fly, I was like, fuck, maybe I should have used it for the way back instead of saving this
No.
fucking horse. But at the same time, like,
Doing what
I thought
you
about
did
it-
worked perfectly.
I thought about it in character, and I'm like, what would Terrell do? He's been with you guys for a little while now. You know, he would want to help his companion. He wouldn't care about the horse per se, aside from, you know, Jor cares. But his number one priority would be saving Jor and obviously the two of you. And since Jor's like barely hanging on, I gotta get him up. So I was like, how else do I get this done quickly? Because I don't have a rope. I had given it to like you guys last episode. So I was like, I fucking gotta use the wings.
Yeah, it made sense.
There-
I mean,
okay,
nowhere else.
utility.
There's nowhere else it would have made sense though either. So perfect use of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to switch it to tavern.
Oh,
We had a really good tavern too.
did
The best.
Surprise! Post show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tavern.
but we still haven't even wrapped up. But
Oh,
that's
we
fine.
haven't? We're still talking?
We're
Well, no,
wrapping
you
up.
haven't said like, "Hey guys, see you next time" or anything. So we're
Shit,
still
hey, guys.
technically going.
See you next time. Take us off.
We're off.